I lived in community 47 years.
39 years.
We moved up here actually in 1966.
I've been in the Flint community all my life.
About 41 years in my community.
Man, I've been in community since I've been born. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it when we grow up.
I'm 53 now.
Almost 40 years.
My community is important because that's where I live. That's where my kids grew up. And I want to leave something for my children and grandchildren in the community. If I don't keep it up, they're not going to be able to stay here.
And I do community work because I didn't love it at first. Matter of fact, I didn't do it at first. But I started working with Diane Kelly, and that brought me into NAC. And I saw in my community what was lacking, and so I decided to do something about it.
And I just recognized going through school that our community is in need. It doesn't say that it doesn't have, resiliency and strengths, but it's just saying that there's this interconnectedness, and then where I lack, you fill in that gap. And so for me, I have access to resources, i.e. knowledge, skills, dollars, and I'm like, those are not for me, those are for the community. So it's innate that I give back.
We love people. We also know that the only way that you can help the community to grow is to get out there and do something.
I actually do community work because I love where I live, love my community, and I'm not trying to go anywhere.
I would say I started doing community work probably in high school. Started out with volunteering. So from volunteering, I ended up working with big brothers and big sisters. I ended up having a little sister in that program. And then as I got older, once I started teaching, seems like I was around everybody in the community. So I was involved pretty much wherever.
To put it simply, community is where we live. And if the place in which we live is not the best or up to par with other communities, then we are sorely lacking.
I love relationships. If you don't communicate with people, you don't get anything done. Just like at NAC, we have all type of organizations, all type of ministry. We don't always agree, but we all have one thing in common. So those are relationships.
I think about that quote by MBT. He says, "I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am." And our Father, was born. He created us in relationship, right? The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit was hanging out, having this party. It's like, man, this is so good. We should invite somebody else. Let's invite man. Let's create him in our image. So for me, everything comes out of relationship, right? We don't exist outside relationship to one another, right?
I believe that the young people have a lot to offer, and I believe that we need to bridge the gap between the younger and the older people, because older people have a lot to give and the young people have a lot to give, but they don't always feel like they are heard in because their way is the new way, and then you have older people who don't necessarily buy in because it's not their way. But I believe in the youth, and they have a lot to offer.
God didn't put you on the earth by yourself. He put you on earth with other people. He wants you to communicate with each other. He wants you to talk. Everybody's different, yes. Everybody has their own opinion, yes. But somewhere in that opinion, you can come to a standstill and come together and work things out.
When I think about relationships, I'm always doing everything from within, starting with my family and then, go out. And it's very important because I do love my little babies. And I think you build relationships like that because when you enter into a room and someone knows who you are, or even if they don't know who you are, they're glad to see you. So I think relationships are very important, and you want to build on those and continue because you never know. Those relationships are like money in the bank. You be able to use them down the line.
You have to have a relationship with people, your partners, your neighbors. Without a relationship, nothing is going to work. You have to have a relationship.
My name is Willie Smith.
Miss LaQuindra Odin Jr.
Leon Green.
Catherine Clark.
I am Todd Womack.
My name is Jerry Clark.
It's Jeanette Edwards.
And I am NAC.
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 I'm Mac.
Neck.
NAC, North Flint Neighborhood Action Council.
Be encouraged.